Nice. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Welcome to the Get Offset podcast. Oh, sorry, Andrew, was it your turn?
I couldn't remember. That's why I was like, and then you paused. I was like, I guess I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, welcome to the Get Offset podcast. My name is Emily.
And my name is Andrew.
And we have a special guest today from Northern-ish California.
Northern-ish, Bay Area, outside Greater Bay Area, Sacramento area.
It's Charles from Silktone.
Hey.
Hey.
What up, dude?
We're excited to finally have you. I know we've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah, it kept falling through the cracks, but
it happens. It's just been a really busy couple months, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really just secretly that I'm jealous that you have access to In-N-Out and I don't. So it's really just resentment.
Yeah, there's tons up here. Like every you drive 5 minutes any direction and it's In-N-Out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the area.
Do you have a preferred fast food burger, or is it In-N-Out?
Mine? Oh, yeah, probably In-N-Out, but not. I don't do a lot of fast food. We have a tiny little drive-in up the street called Nubbins, and for like $5 you can get a cheeseburger and fries and soda. So I usually go there if I want that.
That's a pretty good deal.
That sounds like Dick's prices. We have Dick's burgers up here. You can get a bag of Dicks for a couple bucks.
Bag of Dicks. Nubbins is kind of like, maybe like a short dick or something. But so trying to.
Knew we were gonna like you. Oh, Andrew's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sliders.
I was just on tour for a week with like 3 dudes and a woman who's very much has the same sense of humor as I do, and we just really, she and I stayed up late driving sometimes, and man. So many dick jokes. It was great. It was great.
Slider. I barely even know her.
Yeah.
The woman's name is Brittany Danielle, and I highly recommend everybody check out her new single. It's debuted on AudioFilm.
Those are the best jokes.
Mm-hmm. Dick jokes are my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, they're up there. I don't want to hear them without... Please just don't send me a bunch of dick jokes unless they're very, very good. If they're very, very good, they have to happen organically.
There's so many of them. Like, in any given, like, conversation, like, you can really only, like, you're only really exposing the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, my God. That just reminds me of the time this is a very blue episode already. I was when I was working in an office, our sink, the faucet broke. And one of the guys was asking me if it had been like fixed or replaced or something. And I said, no, just the tip. And I just stopped because I couldn't think of the word spigot. And I stopped and just like my jaw dropped and I think I scream laughed a little. Oh, it was great. Great moment. His look on his face was just like,
I didn't come here for hose repair.
Oh my God, it was a little embarrassing, but I'm glad it was the right kind of person who heard me make that slip up.
You got to throw it out there sometimes.
Sometimes.
Better to be the customer and not the service offerer in that kind of scenario.
Yeah. Sure.
I get okay, so that sounded like really overly formal. I get like stress dreams about like accidentally saying something like in a day job environment and then getting fired for it. Like not even like didn't understand what the words were that were leaving my mouth and how they would be perceived, kind of a thing. Legitimate fear.
You realize later, oh shit.
Well, my brain just fires off puns so fast that sometimes things just slip. And I don't realize until after it's happened.
Yeah. That's what Elon Musk said.
Oh my God. Andrew knows this, but we're in a 1-car family, so when we buy a car, we kind of go all in. We had actually pre-ordered a Tesla, and we canceled it.
Oh, over all that crap? Yeah.
There were more reasons.
There's a few out there.
We just kept getting more worried about making a billionaire a lot richer than he needs to be, and he kind of sucks. But the bigger things, really, like the more pragmatic things, like them catching on fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think like the big thing for me is those cars don't really have handles. and I didn't feel very good about that.
Yeah, we recently got one of the little BMW, like a used BMW electric. It goes like 100 miles, but it's perfect for my girlfriend's commuting, so we don't have to pay for gas and all that.
Yeah.
And we got it before all the crazy price hikes, so that was cool. But we tested a Tesla, and the minimal thing is cool, but I don't know that. I didn't see the big deal with the more affordable ones anyway. I mean, none of them are, but
yeah, no, we were looking at the SUV. I'm like, I need to be able to tow like a little hitch. I need to be able to keep stuff in like the back for like shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Because my main band, we'd always use my car as sort of the tour vehicle.
Right.
So now we have a RAV4, but I think one of the things that really turned me off about Teslas, this is going to sound so stupid and petty. Did you watch that Elizabeth Holmes thing on Hulu? The Dropout?
No.
Nobody did. Well, I think a lot of people did, but nobody I've talked to other than me and my husband. There's one scene where she's storming off, and normally you storm off in a TV show and someone dramatically throws open the door to the car and gets in and drives away. And just like a big woo. The fact that it was a Tesla, you can't just pull out the handle. You have to like tap the handle and then pull.
Come on, fuck. It's like hanging up a cell phone. It's like,
it's not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same. And I was like, I'm like, these cars are stupid, aren't they?
That's what put you over?
No,
is that what drove you away?
Wait, hold on. I got a sound effect for that. There we go.
There it is.
I came back. I actually deleted it like ages ago and it came back.
I was kind of hoping it wouldn't, but
oh, what, dude?
Just quit making the killer puns and you'll never hear it again.
But we got a RAV4 instead of RAV4 hybrid. So it gets like 600 miles per tank ish, which is a lot. I'm like,
damn.
Yeah.
You could tour in that pretty well. That's cool.
Yeah. We just toured in an RV. The gas bill was like $900.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And somehow we still came out ahead because we got to sleep in the RV instead of a hotel.
Oh, that works. Yeah.
That'll do it.
I just scheduled a trip to Portland to visit a few friends and do another thing. And I was looking for plane tickets are fucking insane right now. Like I was expecting like $100 plane ticket because that's what it's been in the past.
That's what always is. Like
to fly to Portland.
Yeah.
It's like a 45-minute flight or something. It was $520. And I had already scheduled it and planned everything, so I felt like a dick backing out of it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going. Ooh. But I was looking around for like AirBNBs to kind of offset the price of the ticket, so I didn't want to stay in some fancy hotel or something. And the range of places was hilarious. Like there was one place for $20 a night, and it was just a tent on top of a dude's car.
Oh, I've seen those kinds of listings too. Yeah. Like
that's funny.
Huh? Well, I mean, $20.
Yeah.
$20.
$20.
You might get murdered. But.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not even concerned about murder. I'm just concerned about like middle of the night, you hear the truck turn on and it starts driving. Like, where am I going?
Where am I going? Yeah.
Wake up in an abandoned Kmart parking lot and your cell phone is dead. And you're like, I don't know how to get anywhere.
Yeah. I would have done it, but they didn't have coffee or Wi-Fi. So
no Wi-Fi is a deal breaker. Coffee
deal
you
breaker
get.
For me.
You just throw a rock in Portland, you hit a coffee shop.
Right. Yeah.
It's probably a pretty good one too.
Yeah.
That is, we booked our NAMM tickets, and weirdly, the flight to Anaheim super cheap. The flight from Anaheim stupid expensive.
Oh, that's weird. Usually it's more because people want to go to LA. You know.
Yeah, I think it's because we were flying out on a Sunday. We could have saved some money flying back on Monday, but I wanted to not use up all my vacation time with my day job.
Yeah. I didn't realize that mine was probably so expensive because it's Memorial Weekend, and I didn't realize that till like way later. So I was like, fuck.
Oh, yep. That'll do it.
That'll do it. You could have looked at trains.
I did. I looked at Amtrak, and
it takes like 2 days. And
it's supposed to be like the prettiest trip. Like on the whole, whatever, all the tracks, but but I would have been asleep through most of it because it's like it didn't leave till like 8 p.m. and then I would have got there at like 2 p.m. So I would have caught like the tail end of Oregon, but it was like a 15-hour plane trip, and it was $250. So
Yeah.
That's not worth it for 15 hours.
No, especially if you get a sleeper.
That would have been like $1,000 something. I looked into that. Yeah. I want to do it. I want to take a train just from like San Francisco to New York at some point, just to kind of do it. It takes like 3 days. I'll just bring a guitar and.
Oh no, dude! You can get the hop on and off passes, and you can like jump off and like choice destinations and hang out for a bit, and then get back on the train.
Oh, that'd be sick! I didn't know that.
Yeah. People do those. It takes them like a week.
Yeah,
they spend a week went across America like that. I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm super down to do that. That seems.
I've never considered that. Yeah, that. If I ever find myself in between jobs and looking for something to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've only
having
taken
a small
the train.
crisis.
I've only personally taken the train up to Vancouver, BC from Seattle. My husband took it down to Portland. I was going to also do that a few days later because he was at a conference. And then there was a landslide. So I had to take a Bolt bus to Portland instead. And then we had to take the Bolt bus back because the trains, we weren't confident that they'd be fixed. And I think that they were, but, you know.
Yeah,
that was a bit of a rocky situation there.
That happened down south once. We were looking to go down to San Diego, and we were going to do it was a train or a bus, and Highway 1 just like fell into the ocean.
Yep. Oh, I remember that.
So we were
that seems to happen every few years.
Yeah.
Does it? Jeez.
That between that and the fires, man, this place is going to shit.
Oh my God. Yeah. I am. Yikes. But yeah, I know that Seattle to Vancouver is gorgeous. You're along the waterfront for a lot of it, like just direct on the waterfront. At one point you can see a shipwreck.
Whoa.
It's pretty neat.
How long is that?
3 hours. So it's about the same. It's the same amount of time as driving. If you get stuck for any amount of time at the border, which is normal. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer because freight trains have the right of way. So once I went up and we were paused for like 30 minutes for freight trains, but it's a lot faster going back because unless you have a Nexus card, which, you know, Rick and I do now, if you have a Nexus card, you obviously just go straight through the border. It's a much shorter line. But getting back into America otherwise, very long. On the Amtrak, the train just stops for 10 minutes. Everybody gets like their passports looked at.
Right.
And so that happens at the border there. And you're on your way. It's actually no waiting an hour or two at border at customs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I think it's worth it to take the train if you don't have a Nexus card.
Yeah, I've never crossed a border. I'm not close to one. So
you've never crossed a border?
I mean, not in a plane.
Not on land.
In a plane, sure, but not on land. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not a national border. So.
I guess I did when I was like 12 once, but yeah, mostly it's on planes. My friend used to date a guy who lived on like Highway 0 or something, which is literally like on the Canada side of the border. And once during COVID, we drove up like to the border and we talked to each other on either side of the border, like not near actual crossing, just like at the end of a street that basically dead ends into Canada for some reason. And then she just walked across the street and we like had a nice little brunch.
Nice.
It was really weird because the borders were closed because of COVID.
Oh, that's hella weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Fascinating. Well, but you're not here to talk about borders and stuff. You're probably here to talk about music stuff. And I don't have one of your amps yet, but I do have your Fuzz.
Oh, did you try it out?
Yeah, I did. I haven't filmed it yet, but it's really gnarly. I like it a lot. Yeah. Do you want to tell us about your Fuzz? I'll hold it up for people to see.
Yeah. So the Silktone Fuzz, I've been developing it for a few years. It fell together. There was like an aha moment where I wanted to use germanium transistors and do it's kind of like a fuzz face early tone bender, like 1.5 thing. So it's super sensitive to temperature, like all the other germanium stuff. You know, it sounds good at 70 degrees where I bias it and test it in the shop. You take it out to a 90-degree show and now it sounds like crap. And when I was messing with it, I was like, damn, like everyone biases these with voltmeters in front of them, like on the bench. what if I just could get that on the pedal?
Yeah.
Then anyone could see where their bias is, like regardless of temperature. So, voltage, the temperature swings 20 degrees one way or another, and you just put it right back where it needs to be to sound good. So
let me plug it in.
That was like,
can see that.
Yeah. That was, so that's like the big kind of draw of that one when it works, when it turns on.
Oh no, I was unplugged.
No,
I was filming yesterday with Rick, my husband, and he accidentally dropped the power supply.
So. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So
Ta-da.
Yeah, so it became just super usable. It kind of just like that idea was born, and I was like, oh, I have to do this. So you get it like the sweet spot everyone seems to like, and like the like classic like perfect fuzz face sound is around like 4.5 volts, and then you can also adjust it to whatever other like gnarly sounds you want. You could get like gated at like around 1 volt. You could get like the other side of the gated thing with like sticky kind of Velcro fuzz at like 7.5, 8 volts. So really anything you want in between, you can just dial it right in. And then if you go to another show and it's 20 degrees hotter and you go, oh shit, the pedal will actually shift like without you doing anything. If it gets hotter, now it'll read, 6 volts, and you'll know to turn it back down to 4.5. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. So it's just really easy to dial in the bias for the temperature. And then
it
we
has
have
this classic and raw.
Yeah.
Toggle.
So the classic is for the more like the classic like fuzz face layout where you get those tones like a lot of bass, but a little bit rolled off, lower volume output, and just the classic bias ratio. But if you click it to raw, it removes the bass filter like altogether, so it's a way bigger sound, and it's a big volume boost and gain boost, so you get a little more headroom. I usually stay there.
Yeah, and I saw the recommendation, which I liked, was to keep the fuzz all the way up and the cleanup all the way down.
Yeah. That's where it should be all the time. If it were up to me, there wouldn't be any knobs, and it would just be there all the time.
When I was playing it, I really liked it like that for sure. But I did dial it to get more like overdrivey.
Yeah,
it sounds a little bit too. So it's nice to have that versatility. Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you. Like having that fuzz cranked and like no impedance.
Yeah, it's cool.
That was pretty choice.
And then the cleanup knob's really cool because it just mimics the guitar volume. So you can basically use it as like a maximum fuzz, like whatever you want your max fuzz setting to be, you can do that. And then, so I dial it to like 10, 11 o'clock, and you're kind of like, it's more of a drivey, like edge of breakup kind of thing, the classic kind of low gain fuzz tone. So and it can go anywhere in the chain, so the cleanup becomes really useful if it's not like directly after a guitar like a traditional fuzz. You can throw it after buffers or a tube screamer or whatever the hell you want, and then dial in your clean tone still that way.
Nice. I'm a fan. This has been really fun. I can't wait to actually like film it.
Yeah, right on. I'm glad you tried it. Glad you liked it.
Yeah, I wanted to take it on tour as my bass fuzz.
Oh yeah.
But I opted to not take things that I was afraid things might happen to it.
Oh, right.
So.
Oh, you should have taken it. If anything happened, I'd just send you a new one.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, it might be too tempting if somebody else saw it.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. I love it for bass fuzz. Like I'm even on guitar, I'm usually on the low strings, just, chugging and stuff. So
yeah, I'm definitely going to showcase that one with bass in the video.
Right on.
As I've been playing a lot more bass. That's why I just toured with, and we have a bunch of shows coming up in like June and stuff. So it'll probably make the full-time bass board is my guess. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, that's cool.
I swear to God, like every pedal I've been demoing lately, I'm like, this is really great on bass. I did end up touring, playing several shows with the Heather Brown Electronicals Fuzz, her new Fuzz, just because it was smaller.
Yeah.
And people were like, that sounds like Judas Priest. I like that pedal better on guitar than bass, which, is saying a lot at this point. And then the Earthquaker Special Cranker. I tried to put that on my bass board, and my singer immediately stole it. Yeah. So he's like, can I trade you my EP booster for that for these shows? I'm like, yeah. He wasn't getting nearly enough volume out of his little EP booster.
How was the EP booster?
On the baseboard, fine. Like it did what it was supposed to do.
Oh, that's cool.
I really just needed it to like crank my volume for some little choice leads I have.
Yeah. Some bass leads, some sweet bass leads.
Yeah,
nice.
I am a ham on stage.
Right on.
Actually, Andrew's never seen me play live.
No, I was planning on going to see it at the Albatross, and we were all still sick. So,
Thank you for not coming.
Are you guys both up in Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he just lives
no
a little
excuses.
farther away. He lives like 30 minutes away from me.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah.
How long did you tour? Where'd you go?
We were just on tour for a week. It was just like a little Pacific Northwest thing. The singer's from Idaho, so we played a lot of shows there because he could draw.
Oh.
So we played Coeur d'Alene, which was actually pretty great. Someone said to us, Coeur d'Alene's big enough for a music scene, but we just don't have one.
Ah.
So people were really hungry for live music. They were really sweet. They bought a bunch of shirts. Then we went to Missoula, which was I like Missoula a lot.
Yeah.
It was a cute little place. Shout out to Bigga Pizza. That was fantastic pizza pie. And I bought a shirt that I wish I was wearing right now. It's like the Black Sabbath shirt, but it says Bigga Pizza, Missoula, Montana, which is the stupidest shirt I bought on tour, which is saying something. And then we went to Sun Valley. So we played at Ketchum, a place called Casino.
Oh, okay.
Which came together pretty last minute, but that was really cute area, albeit kind of expensive. And okay, I have to add, do you guys know what chocolate lava cake is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we ate someplace in Haley, Idaho, and the drummer and I both saw the chocolate lava cake, and we're like, oh, we love that shit. So we both ordered one, and I take a video because I want to like show like the lava coming out.
Yeah.
No lava.
lava.
I just cooked all the way through. So then I was like, the manager came up. He's like, how is everything? I'm like, it's good. Tastes good. Is it supposed to be cooked like this? Just like asking. The guy was a dickhead about it. Oh, he was so mean. He's like, well, maybe the Applebee's ones are like runny in the middle because the microwave is not warm enough. I'm like,
what the fuck? It's lava.
It's like, where's the lava?
It's in the name.
It's in the name. Yeah. This is just a brownie.
Yeah.
And I was so tired, and like we'd been up for a long time. I was like, well, and we were talking about, I'm like, I never had the one at Applebee's. My mom made them a lot growing up from like the Gordon Ramsay recipe. It was Mother's Day, mind you. This guy just starts shit talking my mom.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. He's like, well, where's your mom's recipe on the internet? I'll go look it up. I'm like, I just told you it's the Gordon Ramsay recipe, asshole. And then I cried a little bit. He felt bad about it, but he didn't comp anything.
He didn't comp anything or get you a proper lava cake?
I was just like, I'm just like, why am I? I'm just like, I'm exhausted. It was bad. Not my proudest moment on tour. Not my least proud moment on tour either.
What a nubbin.
But yeah, so then we played
That sounds like less of a reflection on you and more of a reflection on that guy.
Oh, he was a dick. Like, total douche.
He's self-conscious of his lava cake. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, maybe I'll have my chef check it out. He only works 120 hours a week. I'm like, you're working your chef 120 hours a week? You do suck. He
has that much experience and can't nail lava cake?
It reminds me, I just have bad luck ordering them in restaurants. I need to stop. On our anniversary, my husband and I went to this place and I ordered the lava cake and it was overcooked. So I'm like, hey, could you just remake this? And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll remake it. And then the chef came out and he's like, I'm really sorry about that. I can make you any dessert you want. I'm like, awesome. Can I have a lava cake? And he said, no, we are out of chocolate. But I can make you anything else you want. I'm like, man, it sounds like there's a lot you can't make.
Yeah.
You're out of chocolate.
Yeah, I'll have a chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have a chocolate brownie?
Sherbet chocolate cake.
Oh God, it was so
extra rum after this experience.
I just started laughing. I'm like, what? What do you mean you can make me anything and you don't have chocolate? Like, look, we're leaving. We like we did like an Uber Eats for a place that just literally just does lava cakes in our neighborhood, and I got my dessert.
That's all they do is lava cakes?
It's called hot cakes. They do other stuff, but they're famous for little individual servings of like chocolate lava cake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
pretty great.
Huh.
It's a great dessert. So
I'd
then
go
after Ketchum, we just stopped in Boise for a bit on my birthday, and Jeff's birthday. It was a singer's birthday as well. And then we went to played in Yakima at Bale Breaker Brewery.
Ah.
And I said this last week. Wonderful humans own that place, and they make fantastic products. So I recommend checking it out. Then Portland at the McMenamins, White Eagle McMenamins, and then Seattle again. So it was just a week, but it was really fun. Yeah,
that's cool.
I slept all day on Saturday that I could.
Right on.
Yeah. But I would do it again, much to my mother's chagrin. It's funny. Yeah, so the Fuzz Pedal, I have some shows coming up, and I'm definitely going to be working this into that set because I like it a lot. Cool.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, it's taken off. I don't know. We can't really keep up with it. So we just got a distributor. We started working with Mass Distro, and it's been getting crazy. So I've gone through like 3 employees trying to like do the Fuzz stuff, and it just didn't work out for one reason or another. But I finally got one guy that just kills it, and we're able to actually put him out now, so I can get back to designing. I was jumping around doing, because I have to do amps, I have to do pedals, I have to do all of the other business stuff and planning and design. So I wanted someone. I designed the pedals. I don't want to build them. I just,
I mean, you don't want to do everything.
Yeah, I just don't have time. Yeah, so I oversee everything and check it out. But it was so nice being able to get someone to just, knock them out without me looking over their shoulder. And
sure.
Yeah, it was cool. And then, between that and like parts shortages, and I opted to use those really nice enclosures, and those I've been waiting on those for a minute. So
yeah, these are familiar. I feel like Dan DeMay from he made the Pulp and Peel. It reminds me of the Pulp and Peel enclosure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're I say Gorva, but I'm pretty sure they pronounce it differently.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. They're super nice. They're cool.
It's just it feels like it has these nice rounded edges.
Yeah.
As just so people can see. It just feels luxurious.
Yeah, I liked them. They were a bit more expensive, but I was like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
I think people feel that way often. Yeah.
And
you have a couple of amps. So you don't want to be spending your time building like 50 pedals a day or whatever.
Yeah.
When you should be like designing new things and probably making the amps. I assume it's a little bit harder to find an amp tech than someone who can solder in components and stuff.
Yeah. I have my guy Ryan helps me with amps and stuff. So we both do amps, and he's getting really good at it to where he's catching problems, on his own. And so that's super helpful. So we both do the amp stuff, and then the other dude, Nick, does the pedals. And I like doing the amps a lot more, and mostly just designing. Like the whole point of getting other people and getting a distributor to handle dealer stuff and all that was just so I could design new stuff. So
sure.
I recently started using, do you guys know Sour Sound, Brian Sowers?
That name's familiar.
Yeah, I know Benson uses them too in his amps. So Chris actually introduced me to Sowers, and the level of the amps is just like, it's way better than I imagined it could be. So I'm finally building the amps that I kind of wanted to build. His design work has helped out a lot, and so we redesigned the transformers, and they're like just starting to hit shops, the new updated Silktone amps. So
nice.
They sound better than ever, and we have a bunch of new stuff on the horizon. Him and I just kind of hit it off and design, like, just through the back and forth, I've come up with like 4 or 5 new designs that I'm like, man, I want to do these now, but I kind of have to pace things.
Piecemeal them out.
So we have a bunch of cool stuff on the horizon, kind of, and it's just it's going in a really good direction. But our main amp is the Silktone amp, and it was kind of birthed when I decided I fell in love with the old JTM 45 Marshalls, and I played a vintage one. I was like, what have I been doing with my life? And
a question I ask myself frequently.
Every day in the mirror. Yeah.
Right. And I wanted to incorporate like a tweed champ kind of thing, and then like the 60s those black panel fenders too. So I wanted to do that. And so I kind of just meshed it all together the way I thought would be best, and it didn't work. And then I did it again and again and again until I came with kind of a blend of everything, and it just kind of became its own thing, and it became the Silktone amp. So it's a single-ended amp like the Champ, and then it has a pre-section really similar to like the black panel fenders, but then it uses the KT66 output tube like the old JTM 45s. So it just became this super unique thing where, you know, when I finally hit the right combination, I was just playing and forgot what I was doing. And it was just like smiling way too big, and I was like, oh shit, I think this is it.
Smiling way too big.
Way too big.
No such thing.
Yeah.
No such thing. Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at them right now. I mean, I've been looking at them for a while.
They do look gorgeous.
Yeah, you just posted on Instagram maybe one of the most beautiful amps I've ever seen.
When? Which one?
It had a custom grill cloth.
We've done a few. Which grill cloth? Let's see.
Let me see. I'm pulling it up. Oh,
I'll pull it up too.
So
was it recently?
Oh yeah, it was like the other day.
Oh,
or maybe it was not the other day. Oh, I'm sorry, not a custom grill cloth, just a custom color.
Oh, okay.
I love
that the surf green?
that maroon. Yeah, like that kind of red one. That's the one I was looking at. My algorithm's fucked.
Is it the red grill or the red
it was the red Tolex.
Oh, okay.
Like that maroon Tolex. I really like that. The surf green also gorgeous. Andrew just got me a cooler that's in surf green.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the surf. The surf, I really, my favorite is probably the navy with the large check. I really like that one for some reason. It just really stands out to me. But yeah, the surf one is a huge favorite.
Yeah. Maybe I thought the check was the custom grill cloth.
Oh yeah, check. That's the new standard kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done the like the Oxblood Tolex or the maroon and
Oxblood, yeah.
Yeah, we do any custom requests. So nice. I think the most out there one we've done was one of the dealers hit us up and said, "Hey, can you match our brand colors?" And we did that orange one. It's like a brick kind of wrap. Oh, nice. And yeah, that one turned out cool.
Yeah. So that large check is standard now. I love that.
That's the standard on the Silktone amps, not on the Astro. The Astro standard is like just like the black and silver kind of thing.
Yeah. And do you have the black and silver? Nice. And I see some of these have like a darker grill cloth, like the cream Tolex. Yeah,
that was the original.
I love the contrast.
That was the original color. It was the Oxblood grill cloth with the ivory wrap, and that one we sent in for like a premiere guitar review and everything, and so that one was in a magazine and all that. So
nice.
That was cool. Yeah,
nice. Yeah. Oxblood and ivory. Oh yeah. That's from over a year ago.
Yeah, that one we've been doing a little while. That one, the first one we built was late 2019, early 2020. So that was
the one I was talking about. Like I saw this the other day because my algorithm is so weird. It's 5 weeks old.
Oh, let me see.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's really cool.
It's like, can you describe the colors? It's a large check.
So it's a large check grill cloth with the British racing green.
Yeah, the racing green. I love that.
That's an old Marshall style color combo. And I built that one that's a unique amplifier actually. That one I built for Bunting Guitars. They really loved the Astro and the Silktone amp. They were like, we don't know which one to get. We want the tone stack of the Astro, but we want reverb still. And I was like, well, I just do both. So, cause they built me this super custom guitar. And so I was like, yeah, we got wiggle room. So, cause I do all that stuff here, like all the face plates and anything that needs to be customized. Like I just cut on my laser. So
you can customize the face plates.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see
Nice.
that was customized. If that
Yeah.
was.
Well, it was so
Yeah.
because we don't normally have that layout. Normally it's
Yeah.
just the Astro or the Silktone amp. But yeah, we just kind of smashed it down. And that was the first one we ever sent overseas. So that was super exciting. We had to design a custom transformer to do because our transformers have really tight tolerances. So upping it to 240 volts to operate at like 50 hertz overseas was it wasn't as easy as just switching. So we had to redesign it. And that's half the reason we started using Brian Sowers. So that was cool. So yeah, we kind of, it's funny, as many as I've done now, every time one goes out, I'm still kind of like, oh my God, I hope they like it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's a good thing. I think it's good to not just be like, of course.
Yeah. Psh, yeah.
Well, there's something wrong with you if you don't like it.
Right. What's your mother's recipe for
What's
amplifiers?
your mother's? Well, show me her schematic.
Yeah, show me her shit. Yeah.
This isn't like my mom's amp. Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, they got it and they were super stoked. So I was happy about that. And then their guitar is all equally awesome. I've been posting that a lot lately, and I'm just completely in love with it. I've never fallen in love with a guitar so fast.
Oh, I love it when that happens.
Yeah.
Slightly off topic.
Relate.
Can I just say that I appreciate that you used the word stoked unironically?
I say stoked all the time, Andrew. You think I'm being ironic?
Sometimes.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I can understand why you would think that.
I say stoked a lot. I've found myself saying rad like way too much lately.
Oh, he says rad all the time.
All the time.
Yep.
I'm like, God damn it, I gotta stop saying that every time I catch myself. But fuck it, it's rad.
Did you say which bunting you got?
I got the Jackal S. So it was
the Strat Jackal?
The Strat Jackal. But so I had him do it with like a light, medium, relic, and in like an Indian burst. But I had him do 3 Firebird pickups. So it was
I think that sounds awesome.
It's fucking cool. It's one of the best guitars I've played. It's really fun.
I love that feeling.
I've heard nothing but good things about bunting.
Yeah,
man, the whole experience is great. Yeah, they're really fantastic guys.
That Melody Queen T.
Yeah.
Oof, that was awesome.
I'm gonna get to play one soon because Mark Johnston is getting one, and he lives right near me.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah, so it was funny. He came over to shoot a demo for the Silktone amp the other day, and he came to the door, and I opened it, and he didn't have anything in his hands, you know, and he immediately walked. He's like, "Hey, dude!" He immediately starts walking through my kitchen and like to the shop and to the demo room, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, man, what's going on? You brought your camera and stuff, right?" And he's like, yeah. And he walks in and just grabs the bunting and starts playing. And he's like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And he was just
He'd been dreaming about playing that all day, hadn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, out of the way.
Yeah.
Hunting guitar.
It was super funny. It was awesome. And then we had a great recording session, and it was cool. So that was always fun. So he's going to bring his in, I think, when he gets it, and I'll get to check that out. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Mark's great. When he said he lives in Sacramento, I'm like, I wonder if he.
Yeah. We found each other randomly through Instagram, you know,
sure.
amp and gear stuff, but he was posting about like coffee in Sacramento. He's like, "Does anyone know a good spot?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And he was like, "What the fuck? You're from Sacramento?" So then then we got together and did some demo stuff and hung out.
Nice. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Big fans of Mark over here. His demos are so like detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool getting to see him do his thing like in my little studio, like because we were all set up for it's totally farted in my brain. We have acoustic treatment like all over it because I have like a big stereo system and everything. So the room is like optimized for sound and all that. So
nice.
Getting to room mic everything. He said he doesn't usually get to do on his own. So
he does
really
a
cool
lot of pedal demos with the Iridium too.
Yep.
Now that I have a nicer amp situations, I use the Iridium a little bit less. But if it's like a loud day, if I can't be loud and it's like late at night,
It's not the same. It's not the same, but it's cool. It works. It works pretty well. That and like the aux box is pretty cool too for that. So
yeah,
there's still something nice about just being in a good room and getting to hear it.
Yeah, I think
your amps have a little 0.5 watt switch, don't they?
Yeah. So you can play those. I know he did. So the little 0.5 watt switch is cool because you can click it down and the tone stays like exactly the same. Like I know a lot of power scaling amps, like you scale it down, but then your breakup changes and your headroom changes, and now you're overdriven all of a sudden. And this one is just pure attenuation, but it's like the same tone. Like it doesn't feel the same in the room because you're not moving as much air, So in the room, of course, louder is better. It sounds great, but when you're micing it and recording, I like the 0.5 watt mode for recording just because it doesn't like overload the mics as easily.
Sure.
And the tone's like exactly the same. So
less likely to get transients and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it works really well for that.
That's smart. That's really smart. Yeah.
That's part of the reason I included it, because I never play quiet. I want it loud. But for people that want to play in their bedroom or for recording, it's a great option.
Don't want to knock everything off the walls. Yeah. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I found that the resonance of my house seems to be like a D. So I can't like play in D that much.
Yeah.
But in the demos,
mine's
like
B.
Shaking.
Yeah, B. If I hit a loud B, shit starts rattling.
Yeah, it's like, ooh.
I've got A here.
Really?
But
it's amazing. Our houses all have different like sympathetic frequencies.
Yeah. I'm just imagining Emily like coming home from like a bad day of work. You're like, I need to play something loud and angry, and go to drop deck. And just shit starts falling off the walls.
Yeah, I have a guitar that has a drop D switch on it. Boom.
Hip shot.
What? Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know you put it.
It's on my B-Bender guitar. I didn't install that.
Oh, I've never seen that. That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah,
I guess I didn't realize you had the hip shot on there.
Is that what this? Why is it called a hip shot?
A brand.
I'm just kidding. It's like it's not at the hip because Hip Shot sells the Hip Shot B-Benders, which are not very fun. Well, compared to this, which are you familiar with B-Benders, Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew might not be, or listeners might not be.
I know.
I have the Gene Parsons style, so there's like a little strap button. It's on the strap button, and I just pull it up.
Right, you just and it.
Yeah, but a hip shot, you actually have to like push off on your hip, and it's just not. It's not as fun.
I've only ever played the kind like you have, where it's on the strap lock,
and it's so fun.
Yeah, I need to get a good telly still. I don't. Well, I have one. I got I recently got a thin line like 72 reissue. And then I threw some Righteous Sound pickups in it and all that, and it sounds great. But I want like a traditional, like solid body telly still, because every time I play them, I'm like, God, sounds so good. It just hasn't timed up right where I find the right one and can justify a new guitar.
Hey, maybe an organ.
Yeah,
maybe.
Cool.
No sales tax.
That's true. I'll have to check some stuff out. I don't know about keeping it. I don't know about keeping it in that tent car, but
oh no, they can ship it to you.
That just makes it a more authentic Western camping experience.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Old Town. I always love going to Old Town when I'm in Portland. Though I didn't get there this past time, which sucked. But they always have such cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I've never been. I haven't been to Portland in a long time, so. It's before I was even into music stuff, so it'll be cool to check out all the shops and stuff.
It's been like 6 years for me.
Wow. I have some good friends in Portland. Shout out Tom and Sarah specifically. Though I did get to meet up with Joy from Cattle and Bread when I was in Portland the other week.
Oh, cool.
That was nice, yeah. And
right
a couple of our Patreon supporters, Alex. Speaking of which, you can support Get Offset on Patreon at patreon.com/GetOffset. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to our super private Discord server. Yeah. Please also like, comment, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're viewing or listening to this. Subscribe, comment, leave a review. A nice one, ideally. So I always forget to do that at the top.
Right
All
on.
good.
Yeah,
I
I try not to forget to do compliments in the demos at the top, but then I just forget to tell people like use the affiliate link.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which I'm sure my affiliate programs love that I forget to do that as much as I do.
Are you pretty
Easy
active
affiliate.
in your Discord, your super secret Discord?
I'm pretty active. Yeah, I try to be active. Andrew's generally more active.
Yep.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
It happens. Are you going to be at NAMM?
No.
Uh-oh, where did my
Oh yeah.
camera go?
The camera's gone.
Bye, camera.
Bye, camera.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Let's see what happened. Can connect the device running camo. It is connected. Reconnected. Well, oh, fart. All right. Now you can all see how messy my desk was. Hopefully there wasn't anything in that shot. I'll have to edit out.
No, it should be good.
Whoops.
So we're going to see you at NAMM?
No. I'm too busy, and it was short notice, short timing. I wasn't really planning for it.
Sure.
And then, yeah, with all the distributor stuff we've been doing, it just maybe next year.
Maybe.
Sure.
It just wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
I thought about maybe going just as a visitor, just meeting everyone, checking everything out. But
yeah,
the few people I've talked to that are that I asked, that I don't know a lot of people that are going, I'll say.
Yeah,
but you guys are going. That's cool.
Yeah, we're going. I know Fender's not going to be there and Gibson's not going to be there, but I'm excited to see Yamaha.
Yeah.
Going to meet up with my friend Monique, who works at Seymour Duncan.
Oh, cool.
And what else? Going to hang out with the people who work at Martin a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so, we'll find stuff to do.
Yeah, there'll be plenty. I heard that even Boss is like kind of relegating everything to like a tiny booth this time around. But
yeah, Earthquaker's just at the boutique booth from the deli. So
yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Though. You get to see everyone. I've actually never been to NAMM, and everything I hear is the hanging out's the funnest part. And so as long as your friends are there and people you like, then it'll be fun.
We're not going to fuss too much with like trying to capture content, I don't think. Yeah. They'll probably bring my Zoom handy cam, and we'll record the podcast at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'll be kind of the big thing, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah. Nothing too major. Because every year I go to Summer NAMM, I try to capture content, and then I go look at it later. I'm like, I either don't like this or I don't want to edit it.
Yeah.
And it's loud. It's awkward, but I'll be going to Gear Fest in later June, and I'll have a little mobile recording rig, but there won't be like a shit ton of people around. It's going to be like 20 other YouTubers.
Right.
So it won't be like as loud. It won't be as weird, I don't think. So, I think it's going to be good. That's cool. Yeah, I feel that way about any content I kind of capture. Even the stuff here in the studio, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'm so bad at social media. Like I really try with Instagram, and it like getting content and capturing the sound of the fuzz, the sound of the amps, whatever, or just, shots around the shop. But I always have to remind myself to post. And then I have so much video footage that I've just trashed. I need to lower my recording standards, I think, because if it doesn't sound like exactly right, like I hear it, I'm like, no, it's not good enough. And everyone else in the room's like, dude, it's perfect. It's fine. But yeah, I'm that way. I relate. But like, I think it was Ryan Burke who said it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Yeah. So I cringe at some of my early demos. Like I'm like, there's a high noise floor, and right. So like I didn't really know how to use the camera very well yet, and sometimes I still don't. And people leave comments and on some of the old demos, and sometimes they're kind of mean. I'm like, this is not okay. Yeah, I was learning something. Maybe you should try it.
Growth mindset.
Yeah, everyone wants to tell you how to do it. It's
everyone's a critic.
Yeah,
I love it when people are like, other demos do this. I'm like, cool.
Right.
You should go watch those.
Go watch those.
Go watch those. Or it seems like you have a pretty clear vision of what you think a demo channel should be, so you should start one.
Yeah.
You should buy $1,000 cameras and lighting rigs and learn how to record audio.
Yeah, I mean, even with amp design, like as many compliments as I get for like my aesthetic and the sound and all that, there's just as many like, oh, it would be cool if you did this though. Like you should probably. I had one dude that was literally was like, yeah, you should change your logo and your font type and this and that. Like I can redesign the faceplate for you and this and that and blah blah blah. Like it was like, dude.
I like your logo. Yeah, I really like it. It's very it's a very throwback, but not like obscenely so. Yeah,
that was the one. That was like the one negative comment I've gotten about the logo ever. So.
Who?
And like knowing what your inspiration is for some of the components and the design choices, logo makes it so much sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. It was another popular Instagram influencer that I won't name, but it's fine.
Oh, I can guess.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I can guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Light bulb.
Can people see the chat?
No.
Oh.
Can I guess first?
Sure. Guess first. All right, we'll all hit it at the same time. Yeah.
Yes, I knew it. I knew it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a dork.
Yeah. There was a whole thing with that, and I was just like, man, I kind of got in too deep, and I was like, we're gonna do some stuff, and I don't want to dive too deep into it, but I pulled the plug and was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit. So
it's not good business practice to walk up to somebody and tell them their baby's ugly and give me your money.
Yeah, your baby's pretty ugly. I know a great plastic surgeon.
Yeah, no shit.
No.
Happens to be me.
Yeah,
yeah. I could fix that nose for you.
Right. Yeah.
Would you please?
No, your nose looks great, Andrew. Everybody watching, your nose fits your face. I can't imagine your face without that nose, viewer.
You're only you.
You're the only you that I know about.
Yeah.
Maybe there's two of you, but you got different personalities.
But your font type, though, you just trash can it.
I just don't. I'm just like looking at your logo, thinking I like it.
Yeah. Oh no. Everyone. I've only heard positive things. So when that came out of left field, I was like,
He was negging you.
Yeah. I was like, whatever, dude.
I don't miss like the dating scene. I've been married for years, and but I remember the negging, for those who don't know, it's a pickup artist technique where a guy who wants to like get with you first insults you,
right,
and then you want his attention. The idea,
you're trying to subconsciously prove him wrong.
Oh, I love the way your hair hides your big ears.
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like backhanded stuff.
Some bullshit. Stupid.
Well, we're coming up on about 52 minutes. I know there were a few things that Andrew wanted to mention before we go, but before we talk about that, Charles, where can people find you and what should they know about you?
You can find us on silktone.org or our Instagram at Silktone Amps. We're posting, less frequently than we should be, but we're getting there. Yeah. And I'm really active on there. If anyone wants to throw a DM, I'm the one that runs the Instagram, and I am good at responding to that stuff. So, like I said, any custom stuff or inquiries, email or Instagram is the best.
Mm-hmm. And that Astro especially is a very reasonably priced boutique amp.
That's what we were going for, and
it's
just as much like work and quality goes into it. It's just a much simpler circuit. So, really, the labor came down, and that's why it was priced low. So
and
that's a favorite of a lot of people. So it looks great. It's a little different, has a little more headroom, a lot simpler to use. It's very fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah. I'll have to send you guys one to check out. Sure.
Yeah, we would not object to that. I always love a good little amp. I'm just looking at it. Just a single tone knob, the light, dense, raw silk, toggle. Yeah, that is really simple.
Yeah, the light mode is like a strooped mid thing. The dense mode is like a full mid kind of tweed thing. And then raw silk is kind of a theme across all my amps where it just completely bypasses the EQ stack. And so it's just what you put in is what you get out. And it's very
interesting.
Yeah, it's very mildly like EQ'd just in like the power stage. But it's a huge gain boost too. So you just get these like really thrashy single-ended tones. And it's super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks so much for joining us. But Andrew, there's a couple things you wanted to mention.
Fair warning. It's sad news. There's a couple pieces of sad news. So a bit of a change of pace from what a wonderful episode we've had so far, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say anything about it. So first up, we've got Norm from Norm's Rare Guitars in Tarzana, California. Staple in the industry for decades now. He's done so much for vintage and boutique. His impact is just absolutely massive. Unfortunately, they announced that he has cancer this week, and so our hearts, thoughts, prayers, etc. go out to him. And consider buying a t-shirt or something off their website. Just do what you can to support. So, I mean, I think just about everybody I know in the industry has like a Norm story. So, what a guy. And then the other bit of tough news is friend of the show, Zach Hale. His father tragically passed away. And he was a staple in the Boise music scene. Done a lot for youth outreach in the scene. Was a part of the grunge movement. Has done quite a bit. So he tragically passed away this week. And Post Culture Pedals is a brand that's doing a fundraiser for some of the funeral expenses and whatnot. So especially if you know Zach, consider jumping in on that to help out a bit. And looks like pre-order is open through May 30th. It's only $180 shipped, and it sounds like a substantial amount of that is going to Zach's family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll include links for that as well in the show notes / video description. Also, we'll include links to Silktone and Norms. So check out those to find everybody's special links. Sorry to end that one on kind of a bummerino note, but we're all here together right now, and all we can do is support our community.
Part of being a part of a very community-driven industry is taking the highs and the lows in stride and doing what we can to support each other.
Yeah,
Totally. Well, to everybody out there, firstly, Charles, once again, thank you for joining us. We're glad this finally came together.
Yeah, it's fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Check out Silktone Amps. Check out the Silktone Fuzz. It's awesome. And to everybody out there, thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily.
My name is Andrew.
I'm Charles.
That's Charles. Yeah, that's Charles. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.